This is Lion Poker TV. I am Trey, founder and commissioner of the club. With me is Mike. He's a rounder. He's a veteran of Mike and Joe Semi-Pro. And unfortunately, we're going to be broadcasting this match because neither of us is in this game.
Make it in. But it's our pleasure to do so.
Absolutely. So let's start with a little analysis of the upcoming match.
Sounds great.
I think we probably have a fantastic matchup on our hands tonight.
It is.
We have a situation that we haven't had before where there's some new blood in the game.
Yeah, Dave's really going to throw something new into the mix, and it's going to be exciting.
Dave is a rookie. It's his first Champions game. There are a couple of rounders who have not been in the game for a while.
Right.
Alec has not been in this game since Season 3.
Exactly.
Susan has not been in this game since Season 3. And Markian needed to qualify by winning the wild card last week, which he did.
Coming off of a huge high off of that game, he's beyond pumped for this game.
I think if we really start to break this matchup down, the 7 players that are in the game, all very solid. Aside from Markian, I would say that the 6 players that qualified from the Sexy 6 were consistent the whole year. There was not one person that took a dump. There wasn't one person that fell so far back that they had to climb their way back in.
Right.
We're talking about those 6 players as being very solid.
Solid and consistent.
As we start to talk about the players in this game, I'd like to lead in with the player who I felt was the best for the entire season, and that was Cody Doncic.
Definitely. He definitely dominated throughout the season. Towards the end, he had some unfortunate bad beats, really. He had some weird stuff that happened to him, knocking him out early, but he did dominate throughout this entire season.
He had 6 victories, which is by far the record.
Yep. And
the other players who had 5 did it in a 30-match season. He had 6 wins in a 20-match season, and he had his seat for this game locked and loaded by January.
Yeah.
Without question. He is not coming into the game as the hottest player. I think that mark goes to the Yuki Boar.
True.
He finished 3rd in the final match, and then he went into the wild card game, and he was a dominant force in that match. Really mixed up his game very well. Very impressive. I was very impressed watching him in that match.
Yeah.
I think he's got a fighter's chance.
Definitely. I was able to sit behind him and observe how he was playing and seeing what he was playing, and he was pulling out moves that was just amazing.
You can't speak about a Champions game without mentioning Steve Dawson. This is going to be his 6th Champions game. He's never missed in one. He's never missed a game. His best finish was a runner-up in Season 3. Aside from that, he hasn't really had the results that he would deem to be successful in this game. He finished 1st overall. He had a nice run there the last month and a half to get into that position. Do you see him being able to mix up his game enough tonight to cause a wave?
Steve is probably the smartest player that will be playing in this Champions game tonight, and he needs to rely on those smarts, and he does need to mix it up. He has Cody, who is wild, raised with anything, play anything. And the majority of the players, I would say, are ABC players. Are going to be by the book, and Steve's going to constantly have to be shifting gears. And if there's any player capable of doing that tonight, I would say it's him.
Joe finished 2nd overall, and I got to tell you, I don't know if that guy finished below 4th. I know he did, but it didn't seem like he did all season long. It always seemed like Joe was in the money. He was right there.
Yeah. Again, another example of consistency. Slow and steady wins the race type of player. He was smart with the moves he made. He was very patient, and it worked out for him great this season.
I think we all for the most part, got caught up in the amazing season that Cody had. But I do truly think that if you were to look at the numbers and look at the way that it shook out, Joe would have to be would have to be right up there in consideration for Player of the Year. He was that good this year.
Yes, he was.
One of the other players that has risen from the ashes, so to speak, was Susan.
Yeah.
Susan Krasilak. She's back in this game for the first time since Season 3. She was our Season 1 champion. She has the ability to be a force in this kind of game. It's a one-game deal where her style, much like Cody, she can throw in that aggression.
Right.
She can be, very loose, aggressive, and that can get scary for some of the other players.
He's the type of player that almost doesn't look at the whole big picture. She plays it game by game. I'm going to play my best game today. I'm going to play my best game today. And it just built up, and then her points accumulated, and that's how she's looking at this game, too. Speaking with her, she's like, it's just another game. I'm just going to play and do my best.
The last player that we haven't talked about in great detail is Alec Ackerman. Back on a full-time basis for the most part this season, and showed just how dangerous he can be when he gets a full season in. Alec is never going to be somebody who I think has a lot of style to his game, but he does have an amazing ability to, I think, switch gears right in the middle of a game.
Yes.
And he can be a very difficult player to read.
He's all about the timing. He knows when to act, when to sit back.
The all-time record holder for the club and the only player to have reached every single Champions game, Mr. Steve Booger Dawson. Steve, welcome back.
Thank you. Good to be here. Good to be here.
Right now with us is yet another founder, second and only founder in the game, Markian the Yukibor Fedori. We are back to the pre-game interviews, and we're here with Joe, and with us is Season 1 champion. Let me say that again. Season 1 champ.
Oh, no.
Susan Kraz.
The first champion.
Krasilak. Yes. You're back. We're back to the scene of the biggest game of the year with our rookie to make the game, Dave, Dr. Teeth, Neil. Welcome to the match, bud.
Welcome.
Thank you.
You have no freaking clue what you're about to get into, do you?
Nope.
He's like, whatever.
The hits keep coming, and we're here with Cody the Hook Donchez. We are here with Alec Ackerman.
Yeah.
Ack, it's your third Champions game. Welcome back.
Thank you. Thank you.
First time in the game in a couple seasons.
It actually has been. In fact, I can barely remember the last time I was in the final match.
We were talking earlier about you had a different element to your game this year, and that would be your hits.
I don't quite understand how that happened.
Do you feel that you yourself deserve to be in this match, and how do you think you're going to fare?
I think of the top 6, I think the top 3 definitely deserves. I think deserves to be in the game. The next 3, I think it could have been up to anybody in the top 9 overall.
What did you feel about your own season?
I felt really good. I relaxed a lot. I had a definite new plan. My plan this year was to just not get, involved, like not get heavy in it early.
Do you put any stock into the momentum factor that you're coming off of a win?
I feel good. I definitely feel good. I've been thinking about it for a couple days, and
have you thought about this game at all over the course of the last 2 weeks?
Yes. Just about every hour of every day.
What are your thoughts about the players that you're up against tonight?
I'm confident. I'm very confident. It's very different styles, I think. And I think my style compared to others is going to work well for me tonight.
What are your overall thoughts? Final thoughts?
This is going to be a competitive night. I want to feel out early on to see where everybody's at.
Do you treat this game tonight any different than you did the previous 20 that you played?
A little bit. Haven't done it, like you said, 6 times. You kind of pick up on. Now it's not that the novelty's worn off, but like, okay, it's time to finally fucking win this thing.
How are you going to play this game?
I'm gonna play the same game I played in the wild card.
There you go.
All right.
So we can expect the unexpected from Mark tonight.
You
have a $3,000 plan.
I have a plan. I'm going to get, I promise you, all the millions of viewers out there, that I'm going to get so fucking weird with this money.
Cool.
It's going to be epic.
What are your chances tonight in your mind? Do you feel like it's, do you see a win coming out of it tonight?
yeah. Why not?
You got to be positive.
Why not? When I won the couple times that I did win this season, or when I came really close, I never thought in my mind that I was going to win that night, and I did. So it all depends on the momentum and what's going on.
You feel like you have a strong psychological game that people just really aren't realizing, that you're kind of pulling the wool over a lot of people's eyes?
We know you have experience in this game.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's definitely...
Your table attitude is, Dave, I'm not sure.
I'm going to flip a coin on the
Oh,
ad.
I'll still flip. I'm flipping that coin tonight.
Well, you did it 6 times. I don't see why you can't do it a 7th time.
Number 7.
You're season number 3 champ, and you're going for the first ever 2-time winner. So,
Which is a very big goal.
there you go. You heard that.
The, double champion than rather the money, really, honestly.
I hope that in the end, I'm in the top 3. If I take it all,
Anything can happen in your
I
top
would be
3.
absolutely proud to call myself part of the Lion Poker Club, and to win it one season would be a fantastic thing for me.
Steve is the one to say slaves to the variance.
Yes.
Is it your time now?
I think it's my time. I'm thinking it's going to go be Joe Ack.
Okay.
For second, third. That's my prediction.
That's good. It's a good way to end this interview with you, Joe. Let's say your $3,000 plan doesn't work out.
Right.
Who does take it down?
I think Steve. Yeah, I think Steve.
You think it's his year?
Yeah, I think Steve.
Well, I think everybody in the club probably feels that if anybody is more deserving to win this thing, it is probably you. I personally want you to win it.
Okay, I appreciate that.
So good luck tonight.
Thank you very much.
All the best.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you.